Hey there guys, I am SonicGhost, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Shadow the Hedgehog. Last time, we finished up the dark route and we got another storyline completed. And in today's episode, we're going to be starting up our next pathway here, becoming a good guy on the hero path. But just like how we need to make our way through Westopolis to get to the dark path, I need to play through Westopolis once again, this time completing the hero mission. But you guys have seen me playing through that hero mission, so you know the drill at this point. I'm going to meet you guys at our first official stage on the Slightly Hero pathway.
Who am I? The key to the mystery lies with the one who calls himself Black Doom. He told me to gather up all of the Chaos Emeralds, and then disappeared. I don't know what or who he is, but the answer must lie with the Chaos Emeralds. That much I do believe. The city had been destroyed by the black creatures. It seems like they were after the emeralds. I was able to stop them though, and took 2 of the emeralds for myself. Now, there are 5 left, and they will all be mine soon enough.
Now that was sweet, Shadow.
Yeah, well, I'm not here to save you.
Thought you might say something like that. How about a little friendly competition?
Don't waste my time.
We found the 3rd Chaos Emerald in this city. Our mission here is done. Now get going.
Guess that means welcome to the next level. Let's go!
Get back here.
I'm going to assume Black Doom wasn't watching me take out all of his soldiers in Westopolis, because I don't know why he would still trust me. But at this point, let's go ahead and move on to stage 2 here in the hero pathway, Lethal Highway.
I just gotta keep moving.
Shadow, my soldiers have already secured the emerald. This city means nothing to us now. Time to withdraw.
Shadow, where have you been, Slowpoke? Looks like the black creatures have turned tail and ran. Let's follow their vehicle and finish what we started.
So we have a choice here to help either Black Doom or Sonic, as we have no neutral mission here in Lethal Highway. If we press the Y button, we can see if we help out Black Doom, we'll be taken back to the neutral route. So if we want to stay on the hero pathway, we must help Sonic here in taking out this alien tank. And that is what we are going to do. Thank you, sir, for breaking open this box. I will take your gun now and leave. I'm gonna attack you here with my homing attack, as I can't shoot through your shield, but I can knock it off with a homing attack. Jump up here, grab this capsule when it's on the invincibility power, to give me infinite ammo. And this here is the alien tank of the level. I'm gonna go ahead and unload this thing with all of your bullets, as this thing has a pretty meaty shield around it. There are 2 layers of the shield. What we're shooting right now is the first layer, which is blue, and we just broke through it. Now it's in green, meaning the shield is a lot weaker, and it's getting closer to being destroyed. So we already got a good chunk of its health already withered down. Here I'm going to flip open this piece of concrete, which destroys some alien fruits on the other side, which is perfect for filling up my hero gauge. So that's good. I'm going to grab me some more guns here inside these containers. Not going to attack any of the gun soldiers, even though they want to attack me, because I don't want to fill up any of my dark gauge, giving me dark points at the moment. I'm trying to be a good guy. By doing so, I gotta do nothing but good things, which includes healing the wounded. So here, I'm gonna throw this healing capsule at one of the gun soldiers to make him an ally of mine, which gives me some more hero points. And I'm gonna throw the other one at the wounded soldier. So now he is back up, and we are good to go here. So I'm gonna just take out these aliens, fill up my hero gauge even more, because the big thing about this level is that you want to have yourself an unlimited supply of ammo. So filling up the hero gauge here is really important, just because we want to have as much of our meter filled up at all times, just so we can unload bullets into this tank. Because as you see, we use up a lot of ammo just trying to wither that thing's health down. So it's going to be really helpful for us to have infinite ammo anytime we find it. So right here, I'm going to be very careful not to attack anything else, as I am just about ready to fill up the hero gauge. So at this point, we're going to be avoiding all contact here with all the aliens, which includes this section, because I can flip this platform over, which crushes these two guys in front of us, but that would instantly fill my meter up, giving me chaos control, and this wouldn't be a good time to do that. Hitting this checkpoint here, we have a choice of 2 different vehicles we can use, so I'm actually going to go ahead and use one. I'm going to jump on the motorcycle, which is a rare vehicle in this game. You don't really see this in many levels, but this is featured in the intro cutscene of Shadow the Hedgehog, so this is a very unique vehicle for the game. Everyone knows it at this point, because we've seen it in a lot of the art. But I see that tank right up ahead, so I'm actually going to get off my bike and get moving, because that thing is a little too far ahead, and I have myself chaos control ready to go. So just unload this thing with infinite bullets. We broke through the second shield, so now we can just attack the tank directly, which will shred its health down in no time.
I won't allow them to do what they want to anymore.
We did it, Sonic. We saved the city by destroying a tank.
Perfect.
Heading back into Lethal Highway, let's go ahead inside with Black Doom this time and complete the Dark Mission. The Dark Mission for this level is a very simple one. All we gotta do is escape from the city. So it's just your typical get to the goal ring mission, which we've done plenty of times already in Shadow the Hedgehog. But there's a catch to this one. Normally, we would attack enemies on the dark side, building up our hero gauge, and by doing so, we can use chaos control to zoom through the stage at lightning speeds. But if we opt to kill more of the aliens in the stage than the gun troops to build up our hero meter, we'll be ending this mission with more hero points than dark points. And as a reminder for these kind of missions, you want to have more points on the side that you're signed up with. So in this case, I want more dark points than hero points to get yourself a higher score. And we are going for the A rank, so we want to have more dark points to guarantee ourselves that said A rank. But we gotta be very careful what we're doing, and we would have more than enough points if we were going fast enough through the stage with chaos control to guarantee ourselves the A rank based on time bonus. But just to be safe, we're not going to be doing anything to Black Arm's troops. We're just going to be attacking the gun forces and building up our dark meter, because if you just constantly move through the stage, then you'll be able to zoom through things with no problem whatsoever. In fact, at this point, I'm already about halfway through the stage, and it's only been just a little over a minute in. So just hoofing it at this point has been very beneficial. And at this point, we just hit ourselves the 3rd out of 5 checkpoints here in this stage. So we're making our way through the stage very fast. We don't need any stinking chaos control, because at times we're faster in chaos control, and we'd have to keep on building it up too to constantly use that said ability to fly through the stage. So in some ways, not using chaos control is much faster than just abusing chaos control here. Gonna get out of my vehicle, so that way I can go ahead and get myself a power-up over here. Get myself invincibility, that way we have ourselves infinite ammo, but also we can just run through things with no problem. And I'm gonna just ditch my Corvette at this point. It may be a fast car, but we're faster than the said car, so we don't need to worry about that. We can just run it. Here we got a bomb that's blowing up the structure around us, so that's kind of a problem for our sake. Black Doom, I know you're supposed to be putting bombs all around the said level to stop the gun forces and even Sonic from catching up with your said tank, but those bombs are making it harder for me to escape the city. So whose side are you really on? I mean, I ask this every time I deal with you, but still, this is not helping me. It's only hurting me. And as long as we move fast enough, we can actually outrun these said bombs, so we don't have to worry about them hurting us or even at times crippling our said pathways, because we can run right past them before the platforms get all destroyed. So keeping that in mind, we can go ahead and zoom throughout this level. But right here, I have myself Chaos Blast. So if I use Chaos Blast on this wall, right behind it is a 1-up. That is the only way you're going to be getting that extra life here in this said stage. So might as well use Chaos Blast while we have it, am I right? go ahead and continue forward here. Grind our way on this said rail. And there's the tank. Right alongside of us. That thing has some rubber band AI because it was nowhere near us before. And now, here it is. That thing can move pretty fast. I just jumped straight into that bullet. I deserved that. I want to at least attack him just so I can get this said point threshold complete. I could take your gun, but I don't really want it. This tank does park every once in a while, so if you were doing the hero mission, there are sections where this tank will stop for a few seconds, and then it'll continue moving forward. That is your chance to attack this thing with everything you got. But we already did that said mission last time around, so we just want to go ahead and just ignore the said tank for now. Climb up here, we got ourselves a boost pad we can just fly our way through. And here, got 2 more gun soldiers blocking the way, and that's that. Where's the tank now, out of curiosity? It's gotta be far in front of us.
Damn, they got away! Leave it to me, I'll chase them down.
Sonic language? I never heard you swear like that before. Well, I guess I'm rubbing off on you. Now you influenced by my damn language. As Black Doom says, here's the goal ring. So we made ourselves now to the end of Lethal Highway, completing the Dark Mission.
I don't know who he is, but for now, I have to believe him. That's it.
I believe he does have another Chaos Zone mode, so if I obey, I hopefully get it. Hopefully.
Perfect.
Alright, we're heading back into Lethal Highway one more time, this time around, to grab ourselves those said 5 secret keys and see what's behind the secret door. So the keys in this stage are pretty well hidden if you ask me. But the first key we have here is a little ways into the level. We gotta go to where the first checkpoint is, and that is where we're gonna find our first said key. But we gotta be quick about this one. Remember, all throughout Lethal Highway, there are bombs planted all throughout this stage, which will destroy platforms for you to actually use. So if you're not fast enough in some areas, you'll be forced to take the lower pathway here. Which, if that happens, then there's a good chance you're gonna miss out on stuff, and in this case, you can easily miss out on a secret key. So, I do not recommend using vehicles in this mission for that reason, because you are faster than any vehicle in this game. So, outrunning the bomb here on this portion of the highway will grab us our first of the 5 secret keys. Here, it doesn't matter the platform is destroyed because that'll just take us down here regardless, so it doesn't matter if you can just save yourself time here or not. Although, if you are trying to get through this level as fast as possible, like we were for the Dark Mission, outrunning these bombs is very crucial for your time bonus. But all throughout this stage so far, I've been trying to work on building up my Dark Gauge. That is because here, where Checkpoint 2 is located, we want to actually have Chaos Blast on standby, because to our left, we got ourselves all these indestructible little platform things from the Black Arms. And you can destroy these said platform things by using Chaos Blast. It is the only way you're destroying those pieces of ground, so it really helped to have a full meter. And just right outside that section, come up top, turn your camera around, and inside of a car is your third secret key. The name on that one is very well described. That was a pretty good secret. I do see in the corner of my eye there, that was the secret door, so I know where to go now for when we have these 5 set keys. But for now, we have to continue forward because our next key is pretty far away here. So now we're on the 3rd checkpoint, we gotta go further ahead in this said stage. It's gonna take us some time, but thankfully, once again, Shadow's very fast on his feet, and it is kind of a shame that it's much faster to use Shadow's own ground movement here instead of just using one of the vehicles, because the convertible car and the motorcycle are 2 really cool vehicles just in general to use in this game, but there's no point to ever use them because you're just faster than any vehicle in this game. So I just don't recommend using the vehicles really, unless you just want to for the health reasons alone. But we wanted to drop down below here, as we've seen, right next to those chain fences, because here we got ourselves a container that's guarded by a lot of Black Arm aliens, so we gotta kill a whole bunch of these goons, 6 in total, And once you take them out, then you'll gain access to your 4th key. Now, our final key is a little further into the stage. It's actually near where the end of Lethal Highway is located with said goal ring, so we got a little ways to go. Not too much, though, because we're already kind of close to that said area. So let's just take this said red slime up. Come up to the said top path. Got an alien in my way, so let me just show him what I did to his 6 other friends down below. Grab ourselves a checkpoint here. And we're actually getting closer to the end of the stage, which means we're getting closer to our set key. Once again, vehicles are cool here. It's a shame that they're really not that useful. And it sucks specifically with the motorcycle, too, because you never see the motorcycle in any other stage. It's the most, underutilized vehicle in Shadow the Hedgehog, but alas, the vehicles in this game in general are just kind of there. And that was more just because of the idea, just trying to be innovative here with this specific game. The gunplay here was heavily inspired by other games that were coming out in this generation, and the vehicle control is no different as well. But here, we're pretty much at the very end of the said stage, so from this section, just turn around after you get off the said vine, and once again, inside of a car, that is where your final key is located. Dying here was on purpose because now we can go back to checkpoint number 2, because in this section here is where our secret door is located. Well, close enough to this section. Just gotta go a little forward here and go into the next tunnel. So, a little bit of a tease, but checkpoint 3 is technically a little bit closer. It's not gonna be possible to get over here from checkpoint 3. Checkpoint 2 is where it's at. Behind this secret door are 2 Gatling guns. Now, this reward doesn't really seem all that great on paper when you think about it. There's so many different weapons in this stage that you can easily just get a crap ton of ammo for, which makes completing the hero mission not that bad, and this is really not useful at all for the dark mission. But these Gatling guns do a lot of damage. So, what we're going to do is we're going to restart the stage real quick and run through the hero mission one more time, but this time around we're going to focus on getting those Gatling guns to use against this said Black Arms tank. And what we want to do is we want to fill up our hero gauge as fast as possible so that we can use those Gatling guns with infinite ammo. Because if you do this, then that's going to make the said hero mission a breeze. The Gatling guns are some of the most powerful weapons in Shadow the Hedgehog to use, and against this tank, you will destroy the thing really fast, but the caveat is that you don't have much ammo with these Gatling guns. It might come with 40 bullets apiece, but when you only have 2 Gatling guns in the entire stage, you only have 80 shots to work with, and those shots can go really fast with how fast those said Gatling guns can shoot. So, it may sound like a lot of bullets at first, but in reality, it's really not that many shots. So, what you want to do is build up your hero gauge here as fast as possible. And there's many different ways to do so on the stage. We can attack the aliens, we can take these healing capsules and throw it at the gun troops to force the gun troops onto our alliance, so we get some hero points for that. We got some of this fruit around that we can destroy, so there's plenty of different ways to build up your hero gauge here. But now at the location of that said secret door, we can use our said 5 keys, unlock the door, and grab ourselves that said reward. And while we're here, might as well just grab the vacuum gun to make this section a little bit easier, because it's just too many small fries to deal with. Just suck them all up with our vacuum egg. But we're basically at full meter here, so I'm gonna hold off on killing any more aliens at this point, outside of this guy, because that'll put me basically right to full. I just have to kill 1 more creature. Doesn't matter which one, big, small, doesn't matter. They're all gonna be enough for me to get my meter filled. So at this point, we just attack 1 little alien, and conveniently for us, here is the Black Arms tank. So now let's unload our clip into their flying ship, and as we can see here, the shield is already destroyed, and that is it for their said flying tank. No problem at all. In fact, it might have looked like it took us a while to do all that setup, and it does technically take a bit, but the secret reward here is really useful for that said hero mission. But that is it for the secret keys here in Lethal Highway, so it's time for us to move on from this said highway.
Perfect. Hand over that Chaos Emerald, or else.
So, think you have a chance against me, do you?
Look, I don't take orders, especially from you. But I'm not here to fight you either. I'm collecting the emeralds to find my own answers, so why don't you just back off?
You still don't know your place, do you? Black Bull, I summon you! Behold, the wrath of Black Arms!
Woohoo! Now we're talking. Bring it on.
Come, Black Bull, burn this entire city and its inhabitants to earth.
Hey, check you out, big guy. Let's have some fun.
So, since we betrayed Black Arms here, Black Doom is upset, and now we fight our first boss here of the hero pathway, Black Bull. In order to damage Black Bull, we need to wait for him to spawn little aliens in front. Then we can use a homing attack to work our way up towards his eye. Attacking the eye is its weak point, as we will start doing damage. And that's pretty much how this whole fight goes. But I turned around immediately to attack some other aliens to get me a gun. By getting a gun, now anytime we're nowhere near the guy and don't have any enemies to use a homing attack on, we can shoot the eye from a distance. So this is what I like doing in the fight. Shooting him or homing attack chaining, depending on the situation. We want to go ahead and fill up our Chaos Control meter because in boss fights, Chaos Control works very differently compared to the rest of the game. So by filling up our meter, we'll have a different effect. Gonna wait for you to park here in the center. We got our meter filled, so now we have unlimited ammo to use. I can activate Chaos Control, but I'm not going to just yet as we're about to that halfway mark. As soon as the boss weakens down to halfway, a little cutscene plays, and that would have took us out of our Chaos Control state. Gonna wait for Black Bull to stop, and now I'm gonna press the Y button, which will slow down time. Now from here, we can use this power to just shoot the boss because we have infinite ammo, filling back up our meter, slowing down time indefinitely. And by doing so, Black Bull is now defeated.
Out of my way, alien monster.
But that was it for Black Bull. A really easy fight once you get your Chaos Control filled up.
Perfect.
And now with Black Bull defeated, that is everything we can do in Lethal Highway. Even though it only had 2 missions, we're here for quite some time because 2 missions, 5 keys, and then a boss fight at the very end keeps you busy here in the said highway area. But that is it for this stage, and now we are ready to move on to our next stage in the Slightly Hero Pathway. And we'll be doing so in the next episode. Next time on Let's Play Shadow the Hedgehog, we'll continue forward down the Slightly Hero Pathway. Thank you guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.